how much of this ongoing boom has roots in India? Are there any good Indian companies that are doing serious work in artificial intelligence? And where do we stand at this point?
Well, first of all, thank you, Shailendra, for inviting. Great to be part of this panel. And a very pertinent question. I think sovereignty and what does India offer to this whole AI world is a question that we grapple with almost every day. And look, I think in our own personal view, I think the biggest advantage that India has is probably the population scale it has, and therefore the kind of data it generates. It happened with UPI, it happened with bureaus, and there's still like such a massive amount of unstructured data that we sit on today, right? And I'll probably take one example. One of our portfolio company and then one in general for financial services. We are investors in Meesho, which is today the largest horizontal e-commerce company. They are going public, so I'll not quote a lot of numbers. But they have 21 crore annual transacting users. They process 2 petabytes of data every day, and they do 66 trillion feature retrievals every day, right? With that kind of data, funnily, that's probably the best AI company that we have in our portfolio, right? And they have now opened up their whole ML stack and made it open source for other founders and startup companies to leverage that data upon. Because when 21 crore users come on your app, give your browsing history, your purchasing history, your preferences, etc., that creates a very strong moat, right? So that's one example of where India's unique advantage lies in terms of creating its own models and plain AI. The other example I would say on unstructured data is, again, traditional lending businesses and the way we do it. There are so many feet on street that do informal cash flow based underwriting in India, right? So by looking at a cow, how many liters of milk it will give, or with the height of a coconut tree, how many coconuts in a particular season, in a particular state it will give, right? All of this information today is captured manually in Excels, in Word documents, etc. If there can be a way where we can pull together all of this data into a structured form, that can probably be a very, I would say, domain-specific LLM that India can create, and very unique way of actually underwriting borrowers for loans, etc., that nobody can match either from West or otherwise. So I would say that is where I think India's roots lie.